let me talk to you for a moment. One thing about me, another thing, two things about you. We're gonna post content. We're gonna talk shit to ourselves to motivate us. Our content isn't circumstantial. It isn't surrounded upon the new shit. Not even the new shit. I don't even want to call it that because that's a whole nother fucking video with the shadow government and what they put in front of us. But it's not surrounded around negativity that draws attention to itself. That's being spoon-fed like it's for us, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you're going to manifest, then manifest. Use affirmations, because that's how we're going to grow. Share and use affirmations. Lead people to water. Give them the tools. But you have to know how to work first. You know what I'm saying? How to work first. Because if you don't know how to work, then how do you know how to reward yourself? If you do not know the amount of effort that you put in, if you do not know when you're uncomfortable, if you do not know when you're satisfied, if you do not know when you are satisfied with being satisfied, if you do not know when you are satisfied in one area, but losing energy in another area, pulling strength from another area, just because you were codependent on somebody else and now you're codependent on another area of life, it's like kind of like the energy of reverse bleeding. You're being vampiric to your own energy. It's fine. We're not perfect. We're not going to have perfect balance, but get as close to that motherfucker as you can. This is mainly beating myself up in my own ass, but this is Jupiter in Aries energy. Before everybody gets washed up in compromising and being a kid in the candy shop with Venus and Pisces. Venus is going to conjunct Saturn. So you're going to be harsh in your loving relationships. You're going to be harsh with yourself. You're going to bring in that tough love with your boundaries and restrictions. Your reality is going to be torn to fucking bits. You understand that, right? It's going to be expanded. It's going to be what you imagine it to be, because your greatest tool as a spirit is your imagination. So you're thinking that you're just imagining with Venus here. You are manifesting. What don't you understand about that? Your actions are manifesting. What you tell yourself are manifesting. But if you're not even doing the work as far as going outside and being verbally like, I am this. If you're not doing that, but you're manifesting within yourself, right? So now that Venus is here, as real spirits, you know that you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings. You are the space and the observer. So if you're not your thoughts and you're not your feelings, then you're not your motherfucking affirmations. You just got spirits riding your coattail because you're spiritual and you're the spiritual wiser spirit. Because I was about to say spiritually higher spirit, because that's easy to get washed up in, because you're ascending. If you're ascending, you're from a low place. When you're high, that's your status. No one says, oh, I'm high. Look at how I got here. Not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Some people just say they're high, and it's presently at the moment. But when you're falling, then all of a sudden it's like, what did I do? Oh, I was riding the wave, and then boom, this happened. But you didn't say before you were high. Like, you were comfortable, and then you were high, putting yourself on a pedestal above someone else's level. But you didn't say if they give you a piece of information. You know what I'm saying? So I've been giving myself a kick in the ass, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing you these motherfucking asteroids, alignments, these more detailed and precise, you know what I'm saying? Because it resonates with my Virgo energy. And it's, what's Virgo? Yeah, and it's opposing this Piscean energy. But in the it's in the way that lines up with that sextile with Taurus, right? And remember what I said in that last video with the house that you have in between each sextile. The house in between is where it's going to be transitioning. So you might be going through a particular, for an example, I have Pisces 7th, Taurus 9th. So I might be going through an 8th house situation, but I have these 2 opportunities. But I have to see these opportunities and not just react to the opportunity based off of the house I am in, which is transformation and death and rebirth and things like that, right? You have to rise above those waters, or at least produce enough fire and energy to freaking scatter, dematerialize what you have accumulated, so that the opportunities are on a lighter frequency. And yes, I'm scorching this energy because I'm coming from the gym. This energy needs to be directed and just go somewhere, right? Because shout out to TikTok. I was holding myself back, not being accountable. But this one post didn't get a lot of views, and it's not a lot, but it needs to be talked about more. Having high testosterone is not an excuse to be emotionally immature. I was about to repeat it, but I'm not going to, because you beta males, GMO, shadow government beta males, shadow government alpha males from the ground up, like type shit. It's no excuse, right? Your high testosterone. And that's a fact, because naturally, statistically, high testosterone is going to encourage you to go out and get it. Go out and forage. Go within yourself and forage and do your shadow work. So going within, doing your shadow work, being humble and shutting the fuck up. But you know the word, that's the shadow government, the worldly definition of being humble. You know what I'm saying? Lowering your solar plexus beneath someone else. But really lowering your solar plexus down into the well, so that the steam that comes up, you get the thoughts, the ideas, the imaginations, and it evaporates it. And it's like a humidifier. You know what I'm saying? If the room's too dry, it's going to add some of that moisture for your plants and stuff like that. But too much moisture, too much leaving your solar plexus and being humble down there in your lower natures, it's going to, too much humidity is going to, mold and shit on the walls and the corners and the crevices and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And mold and parasites and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I know this is all over the place, but you know what I'm saying? Take what you need. I'm just throwing out all the seeds right now. I'm throwing out all the seeds because it's Jupiter in Aries day. You know what I'm saying? Before we're going to Venus, about to go into Pisces, and we be like a kid in the candy shop, with our poetry, imaginations, our aesthetics, and be squaring and opposing all these mutable energies and seeing how shit works and putting it together. So thank you. And subconscious community and everyone, we're always putting out content, pushing out content. Don't ever get complacent. Don't ever get stale. Don't ever just listen to your feelings, because at the end of the day, your results don't align with your feelings. You just accomplished something. That's what you need to know. You accomplished something. And the universe isn't a respecter of persons, i.e. emotions, a vibration, cool. Your thoughts, a frequency, that's cool. It's a respecter of energy. Energy can be transmuted. Energy can be created. We just have a hard time destroying it. So we transmute it, make it neutral, not send it back to sender. It's not sending it to a hell. It's not redirecting it. Like when you redirect it, you're redirecting it. But when you're transmuting it, you flatline that bitch. No frequency, no vibration, just the energy, just the space. You're in that space. Thank y'all.